Hello, today we're going to continue our lessons on shading. So last week, we did dragon eyes, and the week before that, we shaded cones and spheres. Today, I thought we would try shading some vases and cups. So this is going to be our last lesson specifically on shading. So we're going to need paper and pencil today. I'm going to start off with my paper and my pencil. And we're going to start off by drawing the vases or the cups. So first off, I'm going to show you how to draw a simple cup, or a simple bowl. How about a bowl first? This is the easiest one to draw. So to draw a bowl, you draw an oval like this. That's the top of the bowl, where the opening is. And then you just draw the bottom of the bowl by drawing a curve. So that is a bowl. That's the easiest thing to draw. Now let's try drawing like a goblet. So I'm going to draw another oval. This one I'm going to make a little higher up because it's taller. So I'm drawing an oval for the top. And then I'm going to curve down on one side. And then I'm going to curve down on the other side. And if I ever go too fast, feel free to pause the video. Then I'm going to just draw a straight line down. And I'm going to go down here and draw a straight line down. If I run into the bowl, then I'm just going to pause because mine is really close to that bowl. And then I'm going to draw a line over. And over here, I'm not going to be able to draw the whole line over because it would be overlapped the bowl. So I'm just going to draw what I can. And then I'm just going to draw a curve at the bottom, kind of like this. So that's like a goblet, like a cup. And we'll shade these later. And if you put yours in a different spot than mine, that's fine. The idea is just to draw them, not to worry about where they go. And if I ever go too fast, feel free to pause the video so that you can catch up. Now I'm going to draw a vase. So I'm going to draw another oval like this. And I'm going to draw a diagonal line down and a diagonal line down. And if I go too fast, just pause so that you can catch up. And I'm going to draw a curve on one side, a curve on the other side, and I'll draw a curve at the bottom. And I'm going to put one more in. And then this one I'm going to make smaller opening. I'm going to make it small at the top and wide at the bottom. So I'm going to do a small circle. And then I think I'm going to do like a straight line down on each side. I'm going to think of this like a bottle. Or maybe like a vase. Then I'm going to draw a curve on one side. And a curve on the other side. And a line crossed. So now I've got 4 different types of bottles. Now if you decide to make your bottles a different shape, that's fine. I kind of just made these ones up as I went anyway. So feel free to draw yours different if you want to. Then I'm just going to draw a line in the background so it looks like they're all sitting on a table. Like that. So we've got all our vases and our cups and all that stuff is drawn. Now we're going to worry about shading. And this is going to be a lot like when we shaded the sphere and the cone. We're going to have one side dark and the other side light. So if you look at this one that's already done, notice that it's dark on one side and then it slowly gets light on the other side. So here's how we're going to do that. On one side, I'm going to shade it in. My goal is to make it dark on this side And then as I get closer to the middle, I lighten up. And as I get even closer to the other edge, I lighten up even more. So in the end, you should see a gradual change from dark to light. So it's going to start off dark and slowly get light. And I'm going to do that on the rest of this too. I'm going to make it dark on one end. And as I get closer to the middle, I slowly lighten it up a little bit. And you can do this by how hard you press. So press a little bit less when you get to the middle. And when you get all the way to the other edge, you'll like do it even lighter. So when you look at it, it should be dark on one side and light on the other. And you can even blend it with your finger if you want to. So this is very much how we did the spheres from before. So if you remember those spheres, this looks almost the same. It's the same concept. We're just applying it to vases now and not just spheres. And then the top, I'm going to make it nice and dark because it's like going in. So I'm making it nice and dark right there. All right, so now I'm going to go through and color all of these, or shade all of them, I mean. So I'm going to do the exact same process, the exact same thing that I did on the first one, I'm going to do on all of them. So it's going to be dark on one side, slowly get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. All right, so always remember one side is dark and it slowly gets light. It should never be like a quick thing. It should be a gradual change, not a fast change. And in theory, if you wanted these to be colorful, you could do the same concept with colored pencils. I know I'm using a regular pencil, but if you want colorful vases and colorful cups, you could do this exact same thing, but with a colored pencil instead of a regular pencil. And I'm going to make the top part, the circle at the top, I'm going to make that dark. So now that you kind of get the concept, you're going to go do that to all of these. So it's going to be dark in the middle, and then on the rest of it, it's going to be dark to light. So from slowly going from dark, slowly getting lighter and lighter until it gets to the edge where it's the lightest. And you're going to do that to all of them. At this point, I'm going to fast forward the video so that you can see what this looks like at the end. Okay, so now I'm going to add just a little bit of shadows, kind of like when we did the spheres. It was nice to have a little bit of shadow under the objects. So I'm going to just add a small shadow underneath the objects, like this. Not making it very big, just really light shadows. That's about it. I'm also going to just add a little shading to the table. Just really light, just so that it's not plain. And that's pretty much it. At this point, you could either color the background with your pencil, or you could use a crayon and color the background with a crayon. I'm going to let you decide which way you do it. I think I'm just going to color this one with pencil because I already have a crayon option. But I'll let you pick how you do the background. Now, if you do the background, my suggestion would be to make it somewhat dark so that it'll contrast from the bottles. But that's just my personal opinion. All right, so I'm now done. I even colored my background. And remember, you can do it all in pencil, or you could choose to do your background in color. Your choice. All right, I can't wait to see your drawings.